Now look here, just because I'm a little bit up under the weather, that don't mean operation stop. You understand me? Look here, we got keys to move and money to make. All right? I ain't got time for the bullshit. You already know how it is. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, keep it moving, motherfucker. Damn, I always forget about y'all. All up in my space. Whatever. What up, though? What up, though? It's the one and only Akil, aka Intelligent Rebel with metal aiming at devils on all levels and pedestals. Welcome to a special Martin Luther King Day Jr. / inauguration of Trump / TikTok is kind of back episode of Coming Through in the Clutch, brought to you by Headliner News. We got headlines and punchlines. Follow us at Headliner News on all social media platforms. Also, today's show is also brought to you by CVS, non-drowsy cough medicine, because a motherfucker like me is up a little up under the weather due to this bipolar ass weather. Excuse me. Gotta take that shit to the head like a shot, nigga. All right, yo, so check this out. On today's episode, we're going to talk about the NFL divisional round playoffs for this past weekend. We had some great matchups. We're going to talk about the winners, losers, who's moving on, who's going fishing. Sorry, Lions. Y'all niggas going fishing. At any rate, we're going to talk about the NCAA football men's championship, which is tonight at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. You got the University of Notre Dame Fighting Irish versus the Ohio State University Buckeyes. We also gonna talk a little NBA. You know, you got the they usually have some games on Martin Luther King Day, and we're gonna talk about Unrivaled, the new 3-on-3 women's basketball league. Excuse me. We're gonna go over our sponsors, and I'm gonna give you a sports quote of the day. I know last week's episode was like 9 hours and shit. Excuse me. I know it was like 9 hours and shit. So, yeah, we're going to cut this one. It ain't going to be 9 hours. It might be about like 7.5. So, stay with it, motherfucker. All right. So, first and foremost, today is the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday. His birthday was a few days ago, I believe. This is the day we are celebrating it. So it's Martin Luther King Day. Also, it's President Donald John Trump's second inauguration. I saw some of it. I ain't hear the speech or nothing like that. But I'm going to echo the sentiments of Dave Chappelle. President Trump, do better than the last time. But don't get boring. Like, don't get boring, because we still, as comedians, you know, we still need material from your goofy ass. So, you know, just, you know, be presidential, but fuck up to the point to whereas we can write punchlines about you. You know what I'm saying? Excuse me. Again, let's talk about this TikTok ban that was or wasn't. It's still kind of going on. Yo, the TikTok ban just reaffirmed my beliefs that we are doomed as a people, because we are such slaves to technology. I swear, when TikTok went black, motherfucker was acting like the world came to an end, like it was the zombie apocalypse. You know what I'm saying? It's the Holocaust all over again, nigga. Slavery is just the worst shit ever. Oh my God. Motherfuckers crying, having funerals and shit. Only for the shit to be semi back up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still limited. I can't install the app. I uninstalled TikTok from both of my phones. Can't reinstall them, but okay. It's a social media platform. Like, yo, man, you motherfuckers need to get it together. just get it together. All right, so check this out. Let's go over the NFL. This past weekend, some good cold ass water right there. This past weekend, we had a slew of NFL games. Not necessarily a slew, it was only 4 motherfuckers, but we had 8 teams. We had an Elite 8. Now we are down to the Final 4. So let's go over these games, shall we? The reigning, defending NFL champion Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Houston Texans 23-14. Hey, it wasn't the best game. It wasn't the cleanest game, but excuse me. It wasn't the cleanest game. It was sloppy at times, but hell, both teams had to play that sloppy ass game. And the fact is, one team had to come out on top. It's Kansas City Chiefs. So the Kansas City Chiefs, led by Patrick Mahomes, excuse me, they will be in the AFC Championship game against none other than the Buffalo Bills, who defeated the Baltimore Ravens in an instant classic, 27-25. Now, I want to say this real quick. I watched that game, right? Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson, he had some fuck ups, had an interception, had a lost fumble. Some of his receivers didn't help his ass. King Henry dropping passes. Mark Andrews, usually sure-handed, tight end, Mark Andrews, sure-handed, dropped crucial passes, including the pass that would have scored a 2-point conversion, would have tied the game, and more than likely would have led to overtime. But with all that being said, when you are the quarterback, hell, you get the praise when your team wins and you get the blame when your team loses. So I'm not going to treat Lamar Jackson any different because he's black. Fact of the matter is, Lamar Jackson, in all of his regular season goodness, regular season greatness, because I'm pretty sure he's going to get another MVP, well-deserved, because it's a regular season award. But when it comes to the postseason, your boy has a 3-5 record. 3-5 record. It's a losing record, ladies and gentlemen. In contrast, Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen, who's getting ready to play in his second AFC Championship game, he has a 7-5 playoff record. 7-5, a winning playoff record. And I can make an argument that Baltimore has had better teams, but shit happens. Like right now, Lamar Jackson is going through his Peyton Manning phase, right? Remember early in Peyton Manning's career, you know what I'm saying, he'll give you like real good regular seasons, but he kept losing in the playoffs, you know what I'm saying? He kept losing to New England in the playoffs. And it wasn't until he finally broke that got that monkey off his back, broke through the ceiling or whatever the case, and finally won that damn Super Bowl with Indianapolis. Then he went on to win another with the Denver Broncos. At any rate, he struggled. He struggled and he was crucified for struggling. Lamar Jackson, you deserve to get crucified. Your team is not winning in the playoffs. You, sir, are the face of the franchise. They gave you Derrick Henry. That was going to be the key. Well, guess not. Like, yo, Lamar, I know you don't play defense. It's fair or unfair. It don't matter. You are the quarterback. It falls on you, right? It falls on you. 3-5 in the playoffs. 3-5. Yes, we all know it's a team game, but guess what? We do not judge this shit as a team game. We always have to point out the individuals because guess what? The individuals have the spotlight on them. It's not the teams, it's the individuals. So fair or unfair? Lamar Jackson right now, you have what? You're going to have what? 3 NFL MVPs. And a 3-5 playoff record. No Super Bowl appearances. Joe Burrow, Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow has been to the Super Bowl. Just saying. There's always next year, Lamar. It's always next year. I do hope you win the Super Bowl in Baltimore because I remember when you got drafted at number 32, when outgoing GM Newsom, he had picked you. He made a couple deals or whatever. He picked you, and my man asked, you know, what are the fans in Baltimore? What should they expect from you? And you said the Super Bowl, and I believed you when you said that shit. I believed you, and I still believe you're going to win one day, but it's not going to happen now. So you need to get it together. You need to tell your damn receivers, your tight ends, your running backs, stop dropping fucking passes. Making me look bad. At any rate, on the NFC side of things, the Washington Commanders, yes, the Washington Commanders went to Detroit and took care of business. Handled business against the number 1 overall seed in the NFC, who had to bye, home field throughout, Super Bowl. If you want to get to the Super Bowl, you had to get to the D. Well, Washington did that. And I'm going to tell you, Jaden Daniels, the quarterback for Washington, yo, that motherfucker is the truth. That motherfucker is the truth. Look, I watched him play at LSU. I didn't think he was going to do this as a rookie. Like, I really didn't. Even though he was very accurate and he was a monster at LSU, I didn't think he was going to be doing this. As a rookie, this young man has led his team to the NFC Championship game. On the other side, Detroit Lions, woo! Jared Goff had a performance to forget. 3 interceptions. Not 1, not 2, 3 interceptions. You can't do that in a playoff game. You're not going to win a playoff game 9 times out of 10 if you throw the damn ball to the other team 3 times. It's not going to happen. Speaking of the Lions, their offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, has just been hired as the Chicago Bears head coach. More than likely, defensive coordinator Aaron Glenn, is going to get hired by someone. Believe it or not, Detroit is actually in pretty good shape. Goff Goff will be back next year. You still got your running back. I forgot Gibbs. Got Gibbs. Amon-Ra St. Brown coming back. The thing is, defense decimated with injuries. Hopefully, Aiden Richardson comes back healthy. Defense comes back healthy. I think Detroit's window for a Super Bowl, believe it or not, still kind of open. I think if the defense was if the team was at full health, I think it would be a different story. But it is what it is. So Detroit, next year, do your thing next year. Then we got the LA Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles. Man, I wanted the Rams to beat the Eagles so damn bad because I got some annoying ass Eagles fans on the plantation. Get on my goddamn nerves. Shout out to those Eagle fans. But the Eagles won 28-22. Hey, Saquon Barkley, that motherfucker should win the MVP on some trill shit. I know it's a regular season award. That motherfucker should win it. Fuck these quarterbacks. Give it to Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley was the reason the motherfuckers won yesterday. Shit. Saquon, running game. Hey, Jalen Hurts had a huge touchdown. It was like 50 fucking yards and shit. Saquon breaking it open. Yo, man, fuck the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm a Cowboy fan. Fuck the Eagles. But them motherfuckers, they putting in work though. They putting in work. I'm actually a fan of Jalen Brown. I actually am. Ain't that his name? No, damn, not Jalen Brown. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking Jalen Hurts. My bad. Brown is the nigga from. See, man, it's all these goddamn Jaden motherfuckers. Hurts, nigga. Jalen Hurts. I've been a fan of his. At Alabama, with Philly, I've been a fan of his. Saquon, Big Ten guy, Penn State guy. Excuse me. I'm a fan. So I didn't want them to win, but they doing their thing. Now, all this sets up the Final Four. You got on the AFC side playing in the championship, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills. Now, in the regular season, Buffalo has a winning edge. But in the postseason, Kansas City has an edge. I said in the early episode of Coming Through that Buffalo was a team whose time was coming. And their time was coming. Their time was coming. I think their time is now. I got Buffalo advancing to the goddamn Super Bowl for the 5th time. I got them beating Kansas City 28-21. And they will be facing the Philadelphia Eagles. And the only reason why I say the Philadelphia Eagles is because of one Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley, Saquon is the catalyst. Excuse me. Saquon is the catalyst. He is the cause, the effect. He's all that. I don't see Washington stopping him. I don't see Washington stopping him. Because with Philly, if you can't stop the run, you're not going to stop the play action pass, right? You're not going to be able to stop the run option with Saquon Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Then you got A.J. Brown on the outside. Like, Saquon Barkley is the key to all this shit. So I got Philadelphia Eagles defeating the Washington Commanders 35-28, right? Yeah, 35-28. So next episode coming through, we're going to see how that shit turn out. I got, I have Buffalo and Philly in the Super Bowl. Buffalo and Philly in the Super Bowl. I want you to let me know your NFC and AFC championship game picks. Let me know that in the comments. All right? Next, we're going to talk briefly about the NCAA men's football championship game, which is tonight, airs at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on ESPN. Hopefully, it also airs simultaneously on ABC because I don't have ESPN. You got the 6th-seeded Ohio State Buckeyes versus the 5th-seeded Notre Dame Fighting Irish. I don't like neither one of these motherfucking teams because, yeah. So with that being said, I hate Ohio State way more than I hate Notre Dame, who also has a Blasian head coach. He's half black and half Asian. I wonder when he goes to convenience stores or when he goes to like the beauty supply store, does he get followed around the store? Or if he notices he's being followed, does he start speaking, their language? Oh, no, you break you by. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like, does he get profiled in the Korean store? Whatever. Um, I'm, I'm, hurry up and buy. All right, anyway, y'all ain't shit. Anyway, I'm going Notre Dame fighting Irish. Um, 42, 42 to 35. Notre Dame will be your 12-team playoff college football national champion. Fuck Ohio State. Let me know in the comments your pick. Next up, let's talk about the NBA briefly because I'm not that big of a fan anymore. I follow it, but not as much as I probably should just because the product is trash. With that being said, usually the NBA has a slate of games on Martin Luther King Day, and today is no different. So right now, we're going to go live. Right now, the Minnesota Timberwolves are up 100 to 95 on the over the Memphis Grizzlies. They are up. It's 4:29 left in the fourth. The New York Knickerbockers are currently up by 3 on the Atlanta Hawks, 78-75. That's in the third with 5:24 to go. The Phoenix Suns down by 7 against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cleveland is, what's the score? 59-46. Is that it? Yeah, I want to make sure I get that math right. Hold up. Yeah, that's 46. Yeah, 46, that's 56. Oh, yeah, that's 13. My bad. Phoenix is down by 13. My bad. I told y'all I'm under the weather. Shut up. Upcoming, Boston Celtics, Golden State Warriors, 5 o'clock Eastern. You got the Utah Jazz versus New Orleans Pelicans. Nobody cares. And then you got the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Clippers. James Harden had a really good game the other night. Or last night, I think. He had a good game. Earlier games, the Charlotte Hornets defeated the Dallas Mavericks 110 to 105. And shout out to the Detroit Pistons. What up, though? These motherfuckers are winning. All right? They beat the Houston Rockets 107 to 96. These motherfuckers had like the worst record in the league last year. And now these motherfuckers are like in the play-in and shit. What up, though? Go ahead, Detroit. So yeah, that's about it. Like I said, LeBron James is overrated. Kevin Durant has always been a better player. Kobe Bryant is my GOAT. Steph Curry is not a point guard. He is an undersized shooting guard with point guard handles. Giannis Antetokounmpo is underrated. You motherfuckers disagree? Let me know in the comments. Right there. Now, let's talk about Unrivaled. So, Unrivaled is the new 3-on-3 women's basketball league. Co-founded by excuse me. Co-created by current WNBA players Nafisa Collier and Breanna Stewart. So, Unrivaled features 6 teams. There are 36 players in total. So 6 teams, 6 players total. It's 3-on-3. It's full court 3-on-3. It's kind of like Ice Cube's Big 3, but with WNBA players, and they're like different rule tweaks and all that. But at any rate, there are players that WNBA fans recognize. For example, you got Skylar Diggins, who represents the Owls. You have Aaliyah Edwards, who represents the Mist. You got Angel Reese, the Bayou Barbie. She represents the Rose. You got Aaliyah Boston. She represents the Vinyl. Sabrina Ionescu. Woo, baby. She represents the Phantom. She's a champion, by the way. And Big Stephanie Dolson, she represents the Laces. Now, they actually had games. They are televised on TNT. So we're going to go over them. So on Friday, which was the 17th, the Owls defeated the Mist 84-80. The Vinyl defeated the Rose 79-73. The Laces defeated the Phantoms. This was on the 18th on Saturday. The Laces defeated the Phantom 86-48. Damn, that's a blowout. The Owls defeated the Rose 79-70. And today you got a couple of games on TNT. The Vinyl and Phantom are going at it at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And the Laces and the Mist will be doing battle at 9:30 p.m. Eastern on TNT. I actually watched a little bit of the Unrivaled games, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I liked it. I liked it. It's just 3-on-3 basketball. It's another way for these women to get paid, and it's clever because it goes on for a couple of months. And it's going on during the WNBA's collective bargaining, renegotiations, and free agency period. So, these players can, in essence, recruit each other to, play for each other and things of that nature. So it's all good for the ladies. They're getting paid to do this shit. They got deals for it. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, like Caitlin Clark will join next year. Bring more eyes, more people, and things of that nature. So to the women, do your motherfucking thing. If I had cable, I'd watch, but I ain't got cable, so fuck it. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take this minute to thank our sponsors. These are the entities that keep the lights on here at Coming Through in the Clutch. Faulty sports equipment. If you're wearing our equipment, we feel sorry for you. Winners only trophies. If you're not a winner, our trophies are not for you. And women's only sports bras. We're the granny panties of the bra community. Once again, I would like to thank my sponsors, our sponsors, I should say, Faulty Sports Equipment, Winners Only Trophies, and Women's Only Sports Bras. Without you, we here at Coming Through in the Clutch would not exist. All right, so let's go through a quick little recap. It's MLK Day. Gave a famous "I Have a Dream" speech, which spoke on labor and working, which is why we have the day off. Rest in power, Martin Luther King. Trump's inauguration. Trump, look at me bigly, do better, motherfucker. In the NFL, hey, divisional round, we had a lot of good games, but at the end of the day, only 4 remain. It's the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Washington Commanders, Philadelphia Eagles. My picks in those games, Buffalo Bills, Philadelphia Eagles. We'll see what happens. You got a slew of upcoming games in the NBA. I already went over them. I'm not going over them again because I'm not really that interested. Fuck y'all. I'm just not that interested. Unrivaled, newest women's 3-on-3 basketball league, started by current WNBA players Nafisa Collier and Breonna Stewart. It's up and running. I watched a couple of games. Good shit. Keep it up. I'd like to thank my sponsors, our sponsors. Actually, fuck that, mine, because Nick, no, it's ours. It's ours. I gotta quit being selfish. I want to thank our sponsors, Faulty Sports Equipment, Winners Only Trophies, and women's only sports bras. So before we get up out of here, I got a sports quote of the day, which is actually a promo, a WWE promo from 2001. Classic promo between Paul Heyman, former head man in charge of ECW, and Vincent Kennedy McMahon. This was during the Invasion angle, I believe, and this was in 2001. It's like 9 minutes and 54 seconds, which is fine by me because when this go off, I ain't gonna have shit else to say. So I'm going to sit back, smoke, contaminate my lungs, cough a little bit, and try to get over this shit. So yeah, enjoy.
I'm not the one that ruined everything that was accomplished by Stone Cold Steve Austin. You see, at Survivor Series, it means so much more than just the personalities that are involved. It's about ending what Vince McMahon has tried to accomplish. I sat there at that desk on Monday and I listened to Mick Foley. And I agreed with everything that Mick Foley had to say. That the WWF truly does suck. Don't boo me. Have you watched the television show lately? Vince McMahon has lost his mind. The man doesn't have it anymore. He's a has-been. His ideas are antiquated. His concepts are draconian. And Mick Foley was right. Because the WWF is imploding from within. Like every great empire, the WWF is imploding from within. Vince's loyal employees, like Stone Cold, left him. Like Mick Foley, want nothing to do with him. Vince's own children want him to burn in hell. And I don't blame him. Vince McMahon will see the WWF die this Sunday at Survivor Series. And he has no hope to save his precious company. Vince McMahon has the same chances of saving the WWF as he did of realizing his dream of starting a football league. Here we go. Vince McMahon is not going to work for Paul Heyman to call him out. The owner has heard enough. With the words of JR, business is about to pick up. Look at that idiot Heyman. I'll tell you one thing right now. Vince McMahon is insistent on winning Sunday. A family legacy is at stake. 40 years, and Vince McMahon will be damned if his unborn children that pump his ass Paul Heyman try to work him out of business.
This is the best time of the year.
My bad. Shit got ass. Fuck y'all.
I want you to know that I was down on my knees because I know that you're used to men kissing your ass, Vinny. Every time you walk in the back there, there's Patterson and Briscoe. Oh, what a great idea you had, Vince. You like men kissing your ass, don't you, Vince? Huh? Because that's what you're all about. A billionaire. The billionaire Vince McMahon. The creator of sports entertainment. I've waited so long to see you face to face like this. And I've waited so long to tell you to your face that I hate your stinking guts. But it's not just me. It's your children that hate your stinking guts, Vince. And at Survivor Series, your children are going to do to you what I have waited my whole life to see somebody do to you, Vince. You are, so help me God, the most disgusting, vile son of a I've ever seen in my life. You took Hulk Hogan's blood and you built Titan Towers. You stole Bret Hart's dream and with that money bought yourself an airplane with WWF all over it. You did that and you know it, you son of a... You stole Shawn Michaels' smile, took your company public, and made yourself a billionaire. But not a self-made billionaire like you like to tell everybody you are. Oh no! See, you're a billionaire on other people's hard work. Your father, Vince McMahon, your father went around the country and shook the hand of every, you know I'm telling the truth, don't you? You know in your heart I'm telling you the truth, that your father shook the hand of every promoter in this country and swore to them that he'd never compete against them, that his son would never compete against them. And when your father died, you competed. And with your ruthless, merciless, take no prisoners attitude, you drove everybody out of business. Didn't you, Vince? You ran all the competition to the ground and you stole all their ideas and you made yourself a billionaire out of it. And you know whose ideas you stole the most, Vince? You stole mine. See, I don't give a damn about Don Owen and Sam Muchnick and Jim Crockett. I care about what you did to me and my family. How you stole my dreams. How you stole my legacy. How you stole everything that ECW represented. Because while Doink the Clown had a green hair and a rubber nose, Stone Cold Steve Austin was drinking his first beer in ECW, damn you. While Bobby Heenan and Gene Okerlund were dancing around singing Tutti Frutti, ECW was producing the edgy TV that you named Attitude. Oh, we got attitude. You got nothing, man. What you got is my ideas, and you stole my life, my money, my legacy. Screw you! Screw you and your family! I'll tell you something, your own children hate your guts, and on Sunday, your children are gonna get even with you for everything that you stole from me, for everything that you stole from them. You flaunt your affairs in front of your wife. You flaunt your affairs in Playboy for your children to read. You... Look at Taz! Look at Taz! This man was a killer. He was a machine. He was a wrestler. A great wrestler, a real man. But wrestling's a dirty word to you, isn't it, Vince? Your father built a wrestling company, and you had to have sports entertainment. We had to have sports entertainment. Ha ha ha! He was a wrestler. He was a great wrestler. He was a man. And now he's a fat, little, obnoxious color commentator, and not even a good one. He is a sports entertainer. He is not a wrestler, because you made wrestling a dirty word. You made wrestling a dirty word, Vince. What kind of man are you? What kind of a man takes wrestling and makes it sports entertainment? At Survivor Series, you're going down. You're going down, Vince. I promise you, you're going down, and I'm going to watch it, and your children are going to lift their leg, standing over your grave, and we're going to laugh. And you know what else I'm going to do, Vince? I'm gonna put their and there's not a damn thing you can do about it. I'm feeling good about this. Taz with a transmission on Heyman. Choke him out, Taz. Damn it, choke him out. The transmission locked in. Choke out that piece of crap. Teach him a damn lesson, Taz. Choke him out. Yeah. Paul Heyman, you are the epitome of the Alliance because this Sunday at Survivor Series, the Alliance will choke. Introduce Center. Heyman got what he deserves. Now Taz is walking out. Is Taz walking out of the Alliance? Is Taz walking out of his career?
Yo, so here's the thing. The best part about that whole promo is Vince McMahon had no clue Paul Heyman was going to say any of that. And this is a story that both have confirmed. Paul Heyman went to Vince ahead of time, was like, yo, I'm going to say some shit about you. Do you want to know what I'm going to say about you? Vince said, can you draw me money? Will it draw me money? Paul was like, yeah. Vince said, okay, I don't give a fuck. Now keep in mind, when he strutted out there, he stood there and listened and took every fucking word. Didn't flinch. And Paul Heyman was speaking nothing but facts. Nothing but facts. He ain't had to do Taz like that, but there was a little bit of beef between the two. And Taz legitimately damn near choked him out because that motherfucker Paul Heyman was turning purple and shit. But yo, great storyline, great plot, and the whole nine. So with all that being said, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Coming Through in the Clutch. I greatly appreciate it. You can catch us on YouTube. Might have a couple of clips on Facebook. Maybe TikTok if it's up and running again. Who knows? But at any rate, when the game is on the line, I take the last shot because I always come through in the clutch. All right now. Oh, shit, I gotta get better. No, not at the announcing, nigga. I'm talking about get better, get well, nigga. I'm sick. At any rate, where them keys at, nigga?